Howdy folks. A little while ago I purchased this Velocity Rogue 4.5. This was the replacement of my Stanley Fatmax, which is that one there. Purchased this because it's a smaller bag. Doesn't necessarily mean it's lighter, but obviously it's a more expensive bag. Wanted something that was good for transporting my essential breakdown servicing tools around cities, that kind of thing. I do a lot of commuting on trains and tubes, that kind of thing, so I needed something that was compact and pretty rugged really, and this is the one that I've been using probably for about 2, maybe 3 weeks now. Actually I think it might be a bit longer than that. Anywho, it's doing alright. I like it. There are a few things that I would change if it were the things that I probably will actually add on myself. I'm pretty good at sort of adapting things, and I think these things need to be done. But for a gas engineer and someone that also does air conditioning on and off, it's a good bag. So I'll just run through what I've got in it and where I've got things laid out, and then I'll just give you a quick what I would do different. So what we've got in my front pouch is this is where I keep a little tub of jointing compound, some silicone grease, the USB cover for the torch which I've been looking for, got some earplugs in there, my bungs, got some twist bungs in there. This is actually the top of a Fernox Express can, which I actually find quite handy for quickly getting water out of boilers. So that's pretty much everything I've got in there. These buckles slide off, as well as sliding off, they're magnetised so that you just line them back up and they snap back on. They're brilliant. And in there I've got my high vis, my little drain down hose, nothing else in there really. Obviously you've got the torch. The function of the torch is high, medium and flash and off. I did add these little luminous cords to the zips. There's loads of zips on this bag. And sometimes when you just want to get into the bag quickly, they're a bugger to find because they're black and they blend in with the rest of the bag. Good visual cue. That's where the zip is. Inside, I've basically got my danger warning labels up the top there. Stanley knife, long blade screwdriver, Phillips long blade chisel bit, got my flexible drive adapter, there's some brushes back there, some cable ties, Stanley knife, back there I've got my Allen keys, my little Wera ratchet. This is probably one of the best tools. I did a little quick review on this a couple of weeks ago. This is the best tool. I just love it. I'm going to buy another one. I've actually got another one somewhere, but I lost it, so I've got to buy another one. Schrader valve, removal tool, small adjustables. My most commonly used spanners are 8 and 10mm for checking air vent sizes, pulling fuses out. Got my Bojo stick there. It is, as you can see, a bit tight in here, but pump pliers, medium channel lock pliers, 10-inch backhoes, 2 Wera screwdrivers. I use these pretty much for everything. I don't discriminate between an electrical screwdriver and a normal screwdriver. A screwdriver is a screwdriver, and these work brilliantly. Got some spare bits for them down there. Small brush for cleaning out heat exchangers, hacksaw, assortment of small tools there. We've got long nose pliers, side cutters, mini channel locks, should really be in there, but I keep them down there. And my bent nosed long nose pliers, WD-40 pipe cutters down the bottom there, leak detection spray, little box of odd screws, my Wera ratchet set, again another pucker little addition to this toolkit, something I wouldn't be without. And in there's not really much you can get in there, and this is one of the problems with this bag. This is in the wrong place. This pouch needs to be up here. Most of the bulk of this toolbox bag, is in the bottom. This space up the top is kind of dead. You put so much more up here if that pouch is up there. So the tape measure I keep hooked on this, which isn't ideal. But if this pouch was further up here or on the Velcro, you could probably get a load more gear in there. But that's one of the things that I would change. I would make that pouch up there, or keep this pouch and put a second pouch up here. That's what I would do if I could change anything. On the side is where my U-gauge manometer sits. I'm contemplating getting rid of it and just using the Enton, because it's got a built-in pressure gauge built into the actual Enton flue gas analyzer anyway. So I worked such a long time with the company that used these and preferred you to use these, that I really need to break that habit now and probably free up some of the space on there. Opposite side, safety glasses. And for those of you wondering what's in that bottle there, it's actually cider. No, it's not a bottle of piss. Safety specs, electrical tape, some spare pump gaskets, PTFE tape, and a lightweight, cheap as you like, Wilco boat level. I was going to get a nice aluminium one in there, but this bag is heavy enough, so I've gone with a very lightweight plastic one. It works, it's brilliant. The bubbles I find universal between all spirit levels. I don't see what the difference is, if I'm honest. Cost about £3. Nice rugged handle, good. I find these buckles superb. I do like these. The one criticism I have of these is they are in the wrong place. You need to pull these tight to take the strain off your back, so that most of the lateral, the vertical weight of the tool bag is on your shoulders, not on your back. I think that's how it's supposed to be, but these have a tendency to pull off, so they don't do what they should do. In an ideal world, rather than being stitched kind of 90 degrees to the bag, they should be at an angle, so that they sit more in line with the line of the shoulder as it hooks over your shoulder. So if I had any criticism for these straps should be coming out of an angle to the actual shoulder strap itself. Other than that, they're okay. You do have to be mindful of them though. If you pull these tabs up, sometimes these can actually work their way loose, and then you're forever readjusting them. But they do work very well. Do like them. Back panel. Bring this down. There I've got my paperwork, my flue gas analyzer, hoses and more hoses. Got the multimeter there, fluke pen, box of bits, caps, fuses, O-rings, captive nuts, that kind of thing. And that's pretty much all you can get in the back of here. I've got my long reach Kosh, I call it a Kosh. This is basically a telescopic pole that you can put the Enton probe on to get up to high level flues if you need to. Charging cable for the Enton, and the 240 plug for it. I use that for charging the light that comes with this bag as well. They it does look like you need to have a 1 amp, I think it's a 1 amp, yeah, 1 amp charging current to charge the light that comes with this bag, and this just happens to be a 1 amp charger, so happy days. But that's all you can really get in the back here. In the back of this compartment, this needs some Velcro straps, probably one there, one up the top in there, and one down the side in there, just to hold all the hoses coiled, and they'd be coiled up a lot neater. I don't think this bag's kind of geared towards heating engineers. It probably is more electricians or aircon guys, but you know, it's working. You know, you adapt, but it's a good bag. Do like it. It does sit comfortably. Yes, it's heavy. I believe I weighed it in at 13, nearly 14 kilograms fully loaded, which is heavy, especially when you're having to do a fair bit of walking. But yeah, like it. Do like this bag. So that's my quick overview of the Velocity 4.5. If you need to know any more questions about this, oh, and one other thing as well, actually 2 other things. These straps come with a chest strap across the middle here, which you clip together. He says if you can do it one-handed, because he's holding a phone in the other hand. 1 second, line them up. So this goes across your chest. The idea being is it stops the bag from pulling off your shoulders. It's too high. For someone like me that's short, I have to have these pull tabs quite high up. This rides almost right up to my shoulders. It needs to be a bit lower. I think that I probably would find it more comfortable. And also when you sling this on your shoulders, because these aren't stitched in, I find that this one has a tendency to fold itself around, so you're forever trying to pull it out. And probably also where these D-rings are on the actual shoulder straps, they are a good idea, but I'm wondering if it might be a good idea if there was a couple of big sort of tape loops. It would just be handy when you're walking along long distances. You can grab those tape loops and you can actually pull the straps down. Actually does give you a bit more support. When I did do a fair bit of paragliding a few years back, and the kit that you bundled into a gigantic sort of backpack with your wing and everything else in your harness, they actually have got tape loops, and you hold them as you walk, and it does actually take a lot of the strain off your back. It's just little things that I would change if I could. And to be honest with you, I've had this a while. It ain't going back to Velocity. I'm not going to be getting my money back from it now, so I probably will be making my own little adaptations to it. So there you go, Velocity 4.5. If you're thinking about getting one, just get one. You know, the worst that's going to happen is you're going to have to return it, pay for the post and package, but at least you'll have a look at it and see if you like it yourself. I was skeptical, if I was honest. It is smaller and heavier than the Stanley Fat Max, but I actually prefer walking around London with this. It's just easier. Okay, any questions, drop us a question in the comment bar. I'm not one of these people that will say like and subscribe, but I plan to do some more videos in the future. I'm not stopping anytime soon. I love tools. Okay then, cheers. Any questions, as I said, post them in the comment section below, and I'll do my best to answer them for you. Cheers.